Hello, my name is Brittany Lord, and I'm the facilitator for the Remembering Our Babies Therapy and Support Group. I hope this video finds you well. In 2023, our group has rolled out 3 ways that we are so excited to come alongside members of this group who have watched videos, who've attended our group meetings, who came to our walks. So those 3 ways, and one of them is coming up this coming Saturday, November the 4th. We are so excited about our Walk to Remember. So this Saturday, November the 4th, from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Liberty Baptist Church in Chatsworth, Georgia, we are going to be remembering our babies and taking the steps that they never got to take. This is a fun event and a kind of a tough event at the end for those who have lost children or who have friends or family that have lost children due to infant death, miscarriage, or have struggled with infertility. But there are going to be food trucks, fun games for kids, raffles, a lot of exciting things. And at the end of the evening, we will take those steps that our babies never got to take, and we will have a candlelight ceremony at the end. Now, this is a very powerful event, and I know that you all will gain a lot out of it. Please come. This is free to you and to our community. I look forward to seeing you there. Another way that we're helping people in our community and coming alongside you in your grief journey is by offering 2 paid-for counseling sessions with me. I am an LPC here in town, and you can use virtual or in-person counseling to access those 2 sessions, and I would say free, but they're paid for by our fundraiser, by our annual fundraiser that we hold every year. So if you attend this Saturday, please feel free to come and grab some more information about these 2 complimentary counseling sessions. The third way that our group is coming alongside people in our community is by these monthly video podcasts. Now, these are not meant to diagnose or treat. These are merely meant as some psychoeducation, some ways to cope and to process the physical, mental, spiritual, all the different effects of the grief experience. If you have any more questions or need any further assistance, please feel free to check us out on our Facebook page or to drop a line in the comment section for this video. Again, however, this video is not meant to diagnose or treat mental or physical health disorders. If you have an emergency for medical or physical health, please go to your nearest emergency medical facility. So one of the things that we'd like to talk about today is Lamentations. Now, if you talk to anyone who's ever read the Bible and you ask them, have you ever read the book of Lamentations? Most of them would say, no. That's not really at the top of anybody's list of what they're going to be reading. John, Mark, the Psalms, those are going to be books that many people will read, Proverbs. But Lamentations is a book that pours out heartfelt cries to the Lord. So, many of those books that I just mentioned, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Proverbs, Psalms, those are songs of praise and songs of worship. Of course, the Psalms, those of which are written by David, are pouring out his heartfelt desires and his heartfelt wishes and cries towards the Lord. But Lamentations is full of honesty. Now, that's sometimes hard for us to imagine. We think about the Bible, we think about church, and we think, I have to have it all together. I have to, have my makeup or my hair or my clothes just perfect. But God knows what we're thinking. God knows what we're feeling. And the book of Lamentations is a great book that shows just that. If it's included in the Bible, then it meant something and the Lord wanted us to see it. Now, again, I know not many people are going to be reading Lamentations. It's right up there with the book of Numbers, right? Of how exciting it is to read. But it does show us that it is okay to grieve. It's okay to weep. It's okay to be sad sometimes. And that's all part of the grief experience. So in the comments section, I'm going to drop a link to a way to write a lament. But we're going to talk a little bit about it today. So forgive me, I'm going to pull that up. So Psalm 4 is an excellent example of a lament. Now, that's not taken out of the book of Lamentations, but that's a shortened version of a lamentation for purposes of our video today. Forgive me for reading to you. Answer me when I call to you, my righteous God. Give me relief from my distress. Have mercy on me and hear my prayer. How long will you people turn into my glory, into shame? How long will you love delusions and seek false gods? Know that the Lord has set apart his faithful servant for himself. The Lord hears when I call to him. Tremble and do not sin. When you are on your bed, search your hearts and be silent. Offer the sacrifices of the righteous and trust in the Lord. Many, Lord, are asking, who will bring us prosperity? Let the light of your face shine upon us. Fill my heart with joy when their grain and new wine abound. In peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. What could be any more honest than the words of the psalmist in this passage? So the parts of a lamentation are this. So the first part in verse 1 are an address and an introductory cry. Again, answer me when I call to you, Lord. Please hear my cry. Verse 2, a complaint or a lament. How long will you people turn my glory into shame? How long will you love delusions and seek false gods? The psalmist's heart is breaking by the state of the people's hearts around. Confession of trust, verse 3. Know that the Lord has set apart his faithful servant for himself. The Lord hears when I call to him. That shows that the psalmist trusts in the Lord and knows that he will deliver. A prayer for that deliverance. Verse 4, tremble and do not sin. When you are on your bed, search your hearts and be silent. Offer the sacrifices of the righteous and trust in the Lord. Asking for that deliverance and knowing that he will bring it. Finally, praise. In peace I will lie down asleep. For you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. So when we look at this and we write out our own lamentation, it doesn't have to be a bunch of flowery words. Sometimes the Bible, we get too caught up in maybe the word usage or maybe the, whether it's NIV, King James Version. The Lord wants to hear our honest cries out to him. So for example, if I were going to write a lament to the Lord, my address and introductory cry, Lord, please hear my cry. A complaint or a lament. How long will my prayers go unanswered? How long will I struggle with the pain, for example, in this group of infertility? A confession of trust. I know, Lord, that you are almighty, that your plans are greater than mine, and that you know what's best. A prayer for deliverance. You know what's best for me, Lord, not my will, but yours. A praise. I will rest in the fact and know that you will take care of me, no matter what the outcome, whether I have a child or I don't, if I'm struggling with infertility, that you will take care of me and that you will comfort me and guard my steps and carry me every inch of the way. So again, this doesn't have to be something with flowery language. Our honest, heartfelt feelings towards the Lord are what he wants. He already knows what we're thinking or feeling. He just wants us to express it to him. So in the link that I'm going to provide, take some time to maybe write down a lamentation. Think about some of the feelings that come up for you. If you Google emotions wheel, you'll see a bunch of different emotions, and that can give you a great way to maybe process what this experience was like for you. What came up for you while you were doing it? Was it sadness? Was it resentment? Was it praise? Was it thankfulness or gratitude? Maybe take some time to do that this week. Let us know what you think about it. So another way that we can maybe process some of our grief, not only can we pour out our heartfelt pain and anguish to the Lord, but we can also express our gratitude to the Lord. Now, you all may have heard there are some unbelievable statistics, but they're real for those who practice gratitude journaling, gratitude writing, or just paying attention to what they're thankful for. In some studies, gratitude journaling can reduce cortisol levels, so that's your stress hormone, by up to 23%. In another study of patients who had suicidal thoughts, That decrease those suicidal thoughts and increase feelings of hopefulness by 88%. That's a lot. Tons of other studies that show that gratitude journaling, gratitude letter writing, anything that expresses thankfulness can improve overall physical and mental health and wellness. Try it, see what you think about it. Again, these ideas that we give are not saying that this is something you have to do. It's merely just showing some examples of some things that would be helpful. If some of these ideas in these videos are helpful to you and you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us or contact about the 2 free counseling sessions, or find another therapist in your area who may be of help to you. Not every therapist matches with every person. There's tons of different help seekers or helpers in our community. I hope again that this video finds you well. Please do not suffer in silence. If you are struggling with the physical, emotional, and spiritual effects of your grief journey, don't suffer in silence. Reach out to us. Reach out to a support person and reach out to a professional because we're here to help. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.